Hey ladies, it's Sharon this week. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. I got an email. I have received several emails, as a matter of fact, from numerous clients wanting to know what makeup I use on my face. I have already done a tutorial on the skincare, so I think you kind of know that wild regimen I go through day and night. But I will run through my everyday look. I'm not going to do a tutorial on every bit of it. I will, but I want to go over what products I use. Now, let's start with my primer that's all over my face that I use every time I get dressed. And that's my Smashbox Photo Finish. I love it, I love it, love it. It's the holy grail. It feels in everything, and when you put on your makeup, you use half of what you would normally use, and it's just smooth. It feels like silk going across your face. Love it, love it, love it. We'll continue to buy it. Next thing, I have two different types of foundation that I wear more often during the day. And the first one is Chanel Perfection Luniere. And this is a liquid makeup, and I put it on with a brush and my beauty blender. I love it. If I put it on 2 times, it would give me a full coverage, but it's kind of light to medium coverage, and I generally like a full medium coverage. But absolutely love the Chanel. I mean, love it, love it, love it. The next one I use, which I love it, love it, love it. Of course, everybody knows I'm a true MAC girl. And this is the MAC Mineralized Cream Foundation. I'm pretty fair skinned, so I wear the NW20. And I put it on with a tear-shaped sponge brush. It's a pretty large one. And that's a cream, and I put that all over my face. Well, there's everything I like about the MAC Mineralized. I gotta be honest with you girls. But the one thing I do, I like all cream type foundations because you can work them any way you want. And they fill in a lot of pores and imperfections. It kind of gives a real smooth matte look. I really love it. I will always wear MAC as well as my Chanel. Once I get my foundation on, a lot of people powder. As you well know, ladies, I told you powder is your major enemy. What I do, if I want to fill in pores, and especially around my T-line or pores in my forehead, or around in my cheeks and what have you, I use the MAC Prep and Prime. It is a transparent finishing powder, and I just take a little sponge, just like this, and I just kind of roll it lightly in there. I tap off the excess, and I roll it. Actually, just like this, I roll it onto my skin, and around my nose, and around my chin, around my forehead. And that just fills in the pores and keeps me from getting too shiny during the day. That is the only time I use any type of powder on my face. Because as we get older, as you well know, I'm 65 years old. You get crepey under your eyes, you get wrinkled. Well, you start at 40, but you know, it doesn't get any better, let me tell you, girlfriends. And as we do that, we can't put a lot of powder in or it sits in those lines. Absolutely no, 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 no. So that's what I do for that. Now, the next thing that I totally believe in is, oh my gosh, is Dior Skin Flash. I have done a tutorial on this before and showed you ladies how I fill in my nasophobia lines as well. And, you know, I contour the top parts of my nose and right here above my jowls and my forehead. And if you all remember, I told you it had a little brush on the end, so you can manipulate this really, really well. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish talking to you girls, I'm on my way to Nordstrom's to get more because I have run out. But I can just brush that on under my eyes, come down and make a total V, fill it in, and just lightly with my fingers move the product up and under my eye just by tapping like that. It is perfect. It is not drying. and it finishes light so nothing sits in your creases. This to me is the holy grail of every concealer, and I've tried every one in the world, every single one. I've even tried drugstore products, if you can believe that. Nothing works like the Dior Skin Flash. I'm telling you, it is fabulous. Get some and try it, girlfriends. Alright, then after that, I'm trying to think what I do next. Okay, my eyebrows. Now, I have several things that I do to my eyebrows because actually I have none. Being a baby boomer as I am, we used to pluck them to death till they got thin, and as we get older, our eyebrows become sparse. It's like there's nothing there, okay, ladies? Nada. Now, I had a really bad experience, not once, but the dummy went through it 2 times by going to get my eyebrows tattooed. The first time they made them entirely too dark and really thin, and I looked like a freak, okay, because actually I had pretty, you know, thick and definite arched eyebrows. And when I use my Botox, boy, they're really arched. I know some of you have said, oh, your eyebrows are so arched. Those are probably the days when I've had my Botox. It's settling down right now. It's time for more. But back to the story. You know, I had such a terrible experience, and we couldn't actually get rid of it. I had it sanded, microdermabrased, everything to try to get rid of the tattoo. Went back to another gal that was going to correct it and correct the color. Guess what? They looked kind of red then. And I said, you know, I can't win for losing, so forget this. So now I have to actually, you know, put them on myself, draw them on. But, and I will swear by this, and I'm telling you ladies, it's the truth. It's the Chanel eyebrow pencil, and I use the taupe because I'm very blonde. And, you know, I just draw them on. I also use NYX eyebrow powder over it to set it in. Swear by it, swear by it, swear by it. The reason I like it is the color is perfect for me. Also, on some days, not very often, but on some days, I got turned on to the Laura Geller eyebrow pen. I don't know whether you all have seen it. It's a sculpting marker. It's long wearing brow color. Let me show you what it looks like. This is bizarre. You see that? It looks like little teeth on there, little teeth. Oh, it's got the liquid inside, and you just draw them on, and it looks like fine little hairlines you're drawing into your hair. And it dries that way. I have to tell you, I love this too. This is fun. This is a trip. But once you get them on there, if you wanted to straighten it out or correct it, you're going to have to get a little makeup tissue or some sort of makeup cleanser, you know, with Q-tips or whatever to get rid of it to be able to start over. But I do like this a lot. I've gotten the hang of it, so I practice with it all the time. Alright, so that's for the eyebrows. The next thing that I generally do is I prime the eyelids next. Now, I use, naturally, MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is the color. It's, you know, almost the color of my skin tone. Now, I just rub my ring finger in it, and then I just, you know, go like that, windshield wipe over my eyelid all the way up to my eyebrow. That way, my eyelids are primed to put on, you know, my eyeshadow. And so, MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Then the next thing I do is I start putting on shadows. Now this is where we're going to switch over a little bit. I love the Naked Urban Decay Basics. I liked all the Urban Decay that came out, the 2 and 3 and what have you. But, you know, I'm 65 years old, so I don't wear a whole lot of colors unless it's during holidays or special occasions. But the Basics covers every single thing that I need every day. I love this. It is easy to carry. You can just pop it in your purse. It's got every color I would need. I mean, I'm starting to get a bit of a hood eye. So I love the light color here that I can put all over my lid. This one right here, I can create on my brow bone, you know, my fake eyelid, and then fill in with a darker brown in the corners of the eye. I've got my black. Love it. All right, the next thing that I do, okay, we're talking about eyeliner. All right, now, this is where the basics comes back in. And a little slanted brush. I used to use years back an eye pencil until my eyes started becoming, you know, a little more hooded as I go down the line. I need another eye job, but, you know, right now this is what I'm dealing with. But if I use the eye pencil, I cannot make the line thin enough to go on the top of my eye. And when you have a little bit of a hooded eye, you do not want a thick line on your eyelid, because obviously we want to keep that eyelid open and we want it very white. So I wet the end of my slanted brush, rub it in my black eyeshadow, and just carefully go across the top. You know, and then I make my wing with the slanted point, which I'll demonstrate all that when I do a tutorial on applying the makeup. But this serves a lot of purposes. And then sometimes I switch over to different colors. Like on the weekends if I'm going somewhere different. Well, I've got palettes out the wazoo. I'm going to be honest with you. I have more palettes than you'll ever see. But I do have a Chanel palette that I absolutely love. And it's got some hot colors in it. Well, I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of coastal scents. I mean, I've got a lot of Charlotte Tilbury. I can go down the list. But I also have my MAC. And I love these little palettes here because these are extra for me to use during the week with the different colors of outfits I've got. Love it. Alright, then once my eyeshadow and everything is on, and I've already lined, you know, my eyes, on the inner rim of my eyes I can use a bone color or I use white to open up my eyes. As we get older, the whites of our eyes kind of have a tendency to yellow. We want to look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed all the time. So the Visine in the morning, and after we put on all the makeup, I line the waterline, the bottom waterline with a white pencil or a bone pencil. That just makes your eyes just want to pop open. Now I do still use... and it's any kind of black pencil. I have Chanel and I have Laura Geller waterproof eyeliner. If I lift my eye up on the upper waterline at the top, I line that underneath in black because it makes my eyelashes look longer. There again, as we get older, we don't have the eyelashes that the young girls have, the nice thick ones. And it's a pain to have to put on a pair of false eyelashes every morning, especially... I don't wear my contacts all the time. I wear my designer glasses a lot because I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off all the time. I don't have time unless I'm going somewhere or I have another, you know, TV or radio show to do elsewhere. Then I'll put on my eyelashes and contacts and go through all that. But I don't during the week when I wear my glasses or they just be, you know, scraping them. So to make my eyelashes look thicker and look better, I... put the black on the upper waterline. Now, I have tried tons and tons and tons and tons of mascara. I'm telling you, Chanel mascara is my very favorite in the world. I can tell you that. It's black, it doesn't clump. I only have to do it 2 times and my eyelashes look va-va-voom. The only thing I wish they would come back out with, L'Oreal at one time had a mascara out. I think it was a year before last year, maybe 2 years ago, and it had the little round ball on the end. As a matter of fact, I did a tutorial on that, just swearing by that mascara at the time because the round ball was separating our eyelashes and just making them look long and gorgeous. Well, they've since done away with this. I think it was from the L'Oreal Telescopic Group or something. Anyway, y'all probably remember it. Well, they discontinued it. I hate it when they do that. I should have saved all the bloody wands. But I like the idea of a round one. Now, for daytime like today, when I'm going to jot out of here and go get my nails done and go pick up a few things at Nordstrom's, I used the Lancome Definicils. Now, yes, that's the one Kim Kardashian wears. I'll tell you my pros and cons with this. I absolutely love this because it covers every single lash. And you can work it, you know, gingerly and be very careful with it. but it takes over and over and over and over and over. I mean, it takes twice the time it does than when I put on the Chanel. Plus, it doesn't coat as thick, so you have to really work with it several times. But does it separate the lashes? Absolutely. Does it do a good job? Absolutely. What I love about the Definicils, it does my lower lash as well. You know, for a while, it was out of style to do your lower lashes at all. They said that it makes our eyes look, you know, more open and brighter at our age if we do not use mascara on the bottom lashes. Well, hence, I just went to a huge makeup show, and actually Chanel was there, and a lot of them, and they said that that's old school now, but definitely do your bottom lashes. But you can use a lighter color, like if you normally use brown everywhere else, I mean black everywhere else, use brown on your bottom lashes. If you use black, they said go with the Definicils because it won't make it so clogged and thick looking on the bottom where it puts a shadow, you know, in all of our crepiness. Yes, love it. Okay, then after that, I mean, we're going to go to the contouring, but everyone knows that I use this, you know, the Skin Flash for my contouring as well. But I use, for the rest of my contouring under my blush line and my jowls and my neck, I use Harmony by MAC. It's a shade or two, it's a couple of shades darker than my skin tone, obviously. And this is what I use for my contouring. For my blush, I use the MAC Dainty. Now, I also use some Chanel colors as well, but I'm telling you what I use every day, like today, and I'm running out of hair, okay? So that's what I use. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, then, before I run out the door, I'm also going to highlight right up here under my glasses. You know that high cheekbone. Just give it a little luminosity right down my nose. You know, a couple of places up on my brows. And I will use my MAC Hush for that. That made a hit, what, 2 years ago on the runway. I know they use this, you know, highlighter contouring product forever, but I do truly love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful light, kind of a pink, and it's in cream, and it just makes you shine like a new penny, girls. So, let's top it off with the holy grail of all. At the end, when you've got all that done and you're ready to go, all you like is your lipstick. I definitely line my lips first, and I use NYX, I use MAC. I've got several different colors. I've got a MAC Rosewood was the color, and they've discontinued that. The next thing I got close to it was a Subculture, and I have, what is it, Striptease or something like that, another liner I used. And then I found this one by NYX. It's called Natural. So it looks good too when you're using pinks as well. I also have a pink color here by L'Oreal. It's Infallible or something. In any case, this pink works really well. At our age, pink and coral is what we wear. It makes us look younger, more youthful. The best pink I have ever found in my whole entire life to wear on a daily basis, anywhere, everywhere, and I know a lot of you agree with me out there. I've had so many YouTubers say, oh, me too, Sharon, is Pink in the Afternoon by Revlon. This is the prettiest pink, that's what I'm wearing now, that you will ever in your life find. It stays creamy, it's moist, you don't have to keep applying it constantly. However, this color, Pink in the Afternoon by Revlon, it's number 415, and don't hit me, it has been discontinued. I screamed, hollered, I've written letters, so have tons of YouTube makeup artists have written, they too just swear by Pink in the Afternoon being the best pink. But guess what, girlfriends? I'll tell you where you can find it. I think it's Dermastore, where I bought a whole bunch of tubes, and eBay. So get on there And actually, it's cheaper too. So get on Dermstore, buy all you can, and eBay. And if you have any problems, let me know, because I'm always hunting for it. I bought tons and tons of tubes when I knew they were going to do this, so I could always have this color. All right, so ladies, that's about it. And I finish it off with MAC finishing spray when I'm done. That sets my makeup in, and basically I'm ready to go. So that's how I handle my makeup routine every day. Sounds like a lot, and guess what? It is. It takes a lot for us to look halfway decent when we walk out the door, but you know what? It's a routine that goes just like that. So I am going to do a tutorial on that. I am going to list these down below, all the products that I use, and this is just for my everyday day look. I'll go ahead and list those down below so you'll know. And then one of the tutorials will go over all the makeup brushes, and I'll demonstrate how I do my day look and so forth. So that's it, my ladies. You have a terrific afternoon. I'm going to hurry before the stores close, because you know I got to get there and get through the crowd. I love you, and you take care, and I'll talk to you next week.